Israel does not speak for all Jews, that our campaign is against the Israeli state and against Zionism, not against Jews. It is the very opposite of things about anti-Semitism. We are not about anti-Semitism, we are about human rights for all people. We're about the ability of Jews and Muslims and Christians and atheists and all the rest to live together in civilized peace. Barrie Levine, for Scottish Jews for a just peace.
Thank you, Jock. First of all, just to echo what other people have said, I mean, let's look at the facts of this situation. A convoy of peaceful activists taking cement, humanitarian aid, things for children, support for people blockaded in Gaza for the past 3 years, attacked in international waters, it needs to be said as well, an illegal act by the Israeli government, an act of piracy in the high seas, this is. Attack, and we don't know how many people have killed and how many people injured, but an outrageous attack by Israel on a peaceful convoy. This has to stop. It really has to stop. I'm very proud to be here on behalf of Scottish Jews for Just Peace, standing shoulder to shoulder with other people here today, condemning what's happened, condemning the Israeli attack, and it's standing shoulder to shoulder with Jews around the world who will be demonstrating today, not just here in Britain, but in America, around the world, in Australia, and also tonight, importantly, in Tel Aviv, because it goes back to what Sandra was saying before. It's not just the case that all Israelis support what's happening for their government. Just 2 weeks ago, there was a young Israeli woman in Glasgow doing meetings here in Edinburgh at the Scottish Parliament, 19 years old, refused to join the Israeli army, refused to join the Israeli army on the basis of opposition to the occupation. That's the kind of bravery that we need to be standing shoulder to shoulder with. She's been in prison 5 times as a consequence of this at age 19, and full credit to her for standing up against the might of the Israeli state. Underlying what's happening here is what people have referred to, the inhumane 3-year blockade of Gaza. It's outrageous listening to the Israeli governments to try to justify what they've done today, to justify their actions as some form of self-defence. This is double-speak, it's 1984 speak. We can't listen to this kind of stuff anymore from the Israeli government. What they're trying to do in terms of the blockade of Gaza and the occupation is what underlies this whole process, and we have to make a very clear message. And I think the call needs to go out of here from today that we say to our government who have made a condemnation today, it does need to go further than this. We need firm action for the international community that says not only do we condemn Israel for doing this today, for condemn this outrageous attack, but we also have to go further and actually look for firm sanctions and firm action against Israel. It cannot continue to act in this way. Finally, I would also make a further call today because, as Jock indicates, the Israeli government does not speak for all Jewish people, and I make that very clear. And I know that what will happen from today is that people like myself will be called self-hating Jews by the mainstream Jewish community. Well, I make a call and a plea to the mainstream Jewish community. You have to drop the blinkered defence of Israel under any circumstances. It is unacceptable from a human rights perspective, and we need to stand up and actually call for human rights for all residents in the Middle East. That means Jews, that means Arabs, living shoulder to shoulder, side by side in peace. That's where we have to go forward from here to a just peace in the Middle East. Thank you very much.